Randy, are you drinking?
No, but I'm stoned.
Oh, good.
Talking to me or them?
Them.
What's that?
Are you telling somebody you're stoned?
Who's Craig?
More like recording, bitch.
It's not very nice.
Record our shit, Craig.
Oh, hey, Ray, do me a favor. Watch your mouse clicks, buddy, because they're like all over your tracks the last couple weeks. All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome. Oh, shit. Is it episode 80? I don't know what episode it is, Ray. Welcome to episode 872,957. I am Ray. I'm not Ray. I'm Rem. Oh, fuck. This is going to be bad. I am your host. It's 79. Episode 79, Ray. Episode 79. And we're going to do this. We're doing it live. We're coming right at it. We're coming hard. I got guests from BlizzCon. His name's Randy and Ray. Hey, Ray. Jeez, I'm sorry, buddy. This is what happens.
Oh, best intro ever. I actually wanted to, that segues really well into one of the first things I wanted to talk about. Have you listened to NFHC 100 yet?
I started, I'm 45 minutes in, and my God, is it wild.
Yeah. So you heard the part where Dave forgot who Dave is. So that's why that was really funny, because I was going to bring that up. So if anyone hasn't listened to that episode, go ahead and you should, finish this episode first and then go over and listen to theirs.
Yeah, we'll talk about NFHC 100 in a minute. I got a lot going on this week, Ray. I am pissed off. I've got lots to complain about. We've got lots of things going on. Oh, it's gonna be fun. This is gonna be classic. This is classic Rich Dickman, and we're gonna have fun. But first, most importantly, it's going to be we have a live caller reporting live on the scene from BlizzCon 2019. It is Randy, our own very own at Sir Zero with an E. Randy, what's up, buddy?
Hi, everybody. It's a pleasure to be here.
How are you?
Doing wonderful. Enjoying California weed.
Yeah, you can just go to the store and buy it.
Stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I had it delivered to my hotel room.
Even better.
No shit. That's awesome. Good for you, Randy. I'm so happy you're out there at BlizzCon. How many hot ass cosplayers have you run into and told spread the good word of Rich Dickman?
0.
Oh, fuck. Randy.
17,000.
Well, that'll end our correspondence for tonight.
Jesus Christ. We got the beautiful Kristen Lene is out there all dressed up. And you got Jessica Nigri out there. She's all dressed up as something at some point. There's a whole bunch of beautiful cosplays. Don't look at them, obviously, Randy, because that's assault. Don't you dare look at any of them. But keep your eyes closed, turn your head and say, hey, listen to Rich Dickman.
I conform. Okay, I'll do that too.
Okay. All right, buddy. How many Pooh Bear costumes have you seen?
3.
3.
And then one in a backpack. Yep.
Has anybody gotten kicked out for wearing a Winnie the Pooh costume?
Not that I am aware of. I wish that there was, because that would be fun.
All right, that's good. Do you have a hashtag Free Hong Kong t-shirt on, or what are you doing to support the cause?
Slightly better than mediocre, baby.
Beautiful.
Nice.
All right, that's perfect. All right.
All day.
That's good. All right. Because, I'm going to sit here, I'm going to complain about BlizzCon and all the assholes involved at BlizzCon tonight. But I was really happy that you were going, Randy. First of all, you need to get out of Ohio, so I'm glad you're traveling, because that place sucks. But I figured if anybody was going to give me the real skinny on what's happening and not sugarcoat the bullshit, like it would be you. So I'm like, it's kind of unfortunate that it's not like the tomorrow where we can get the real scoop of all the big ass parties that happen after BlizzCon. But I'm sure if there's anything interesting, you'll let us know. What the fuck is that?
Well, I'm outside on the balcony. The best place to record, right?
Absolutely.
So somebody had a small dick and he hit his gas hard.
Small dick and a big engine.
Hey, have you seen any world famous Warcraft podcasters yet?
No, I avoid them all pretty much.
No.
Yeah.
You gotta go find Jules. You gotta go say hi.
Oh, I don't. After that whole fiasco of how dare I mention your name?
She don't know who you are. You don't even have to say, mention my name. Just say, hey, what happened to Triple T? I love that show. Like, I'm very depressed now that it's gone.
I'm not going to lie to her.
Oh, that was awesome.
Ray, how long of a ride is it for you to get to BlizzCon? Like, can you get there tomorrow to hang out with Randy?
Yeah, it's like, well, depending on there's factors like traffic through LA, but it's like 460 miles. So
Jesus,
6 hours.
God damn.
Wow. Forget
You should do it.
Yeah. So, Randy, tell me.
I can't even loan you my little thing because it's stuck on. These wristbands. It's the Diablo 4 edition.
Oh yeah, make sure everybody out there, if you're listening to this and you're waiting for BlizzCon, if you haven't yet, please tighten your wristband because you do not want that to fall off. I plan on. I think I'm going to title this episode #BlizzCon 2019 and get the hashtag bump. So I hope everybody had a good time leaving BlizzCon and you're on your plane, you're traveling home, you're saying goodbye to your friends. I'm glad you had a good time. But I will tell you in a few minutes why you're all wrong and how I dislike most of you. But Randy, first of all, tell me about your day. Like, when did you arrive to Anaheim? What hotel are you at? What have you been doing today? What do you think of the announcements? Like, give me the scoop, man. Give me the real bullshit.
So let's see. I got here Sunday, left bright and early.
Jesus, you've been there all week?
Wow.
Yeah, just chillaxing. Whole free trip.
Nice.
Oh yeah, I have to say that. Thanks for covering everything, Kristen. Yeah.
Thanks,
Did I do that?
Kristen.
All right.
Sugar mama. Yeah, thank you.
Yep.
Who's Kristen? Is that your girlfriend? Is that your buddy? Like, who's that?
Girlfriend, yeah. I think
Nice.
that's where we're at now.
Oh,
I don't know how
that's awesome,
I feel
man.
completely, but I think that's where we're at. Yeah.
Is she on the Dickman train or like? Because I don't know if you can keep her if she's not.
Yeah. If I tell her to be, it's no problem.
Okay. All right. So all right, keep going. Keep telling me about your adventure.
So then we waited in a line, and then after we got done with that line, we went to another line, and then when we got through with that line, we had badges and wristbands that said we could go wait in another line, and then we finally got in, and there was the worst line ever.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's like 3 different kinds of lines. Lines with like those little nylon ropes.
Yeah.
Lines with there's like invisible walls where they draw the lines on the floor.
Uh-huh.
Those are hard.
Yeah.
And then lines where there's it's just everyone going in every fucking direction.
Yeah.
And you don't know where to go. Those are the lines from BlizzCon.
Fucking Randy killing it tonight, killing it with the information and the improv. Great. This is awesome.
Just got the real scoop.
Do you need another 10 seconds on lines? I have not seen any lines of cocaine. I have not been fed any lines to say on the show. More lines.
All right, you know what? All right, since I'm just getting lines.
Blurred
Randy,
lines. Oh, wait, no.
Yeah, find that song. Send me the link. Randy, what kind of weed? Like, are you ingesting the weed? Are you smoking the weed? And what kind is it? Is it sativa? Is it indica? Is it a hybrid? Like, what's up?
So I got a sativa pen cartridge with the battery.
They still allow vapes in California, but you can't have a goddamn a plastic straw. All right, cool. Way to go, California.
Yeah. So, but I got the vape,
Go team.
And then that was a good deal.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got some edibles, and I've had a lot of those today.
All right. So
the edibles.
the sativa vape, like, what
Nice.
strain of weed is it? I love the science behind weed.
It's old pal. I have no idea. It was $25 for a gram.
Okay.
It's got a black tip. Good consistency in the oil.
Yeah.
It's a nice leafy smell whenever you inhale it.
All right.
Yeah, it does the trick.
Yeah.
Gets the
Ray,
job
do you have any questions for Randy?
Yeah, so let's see. Have you seen are there like I guess Blizzard celebrities, if you will, that are wandering around, or are they always behind closed doors or behind panels and stuff like that? Like do they just, hit the masses?
I haven't seen them that much this year. When I came 2 years ago, I got a picture taken with Ben Brode. That was my boy, but he left. So yeah, I really haven't seen anybody out there. I haven't been looking too deeply because I've been stoned. but I don't recall. But 2 years ago, Ben Brode, I have a good picture of me and him. We're homies.
All right.
Did I do it? Did I answer the question?
Yeah. So we've seen no podcasters. We've met no Blizzard celebrities. We've stood in lines. It's fucking amazing.
I've laid in bed a lot.
This is great pod. I'm loving this.
I was going to say, have you done anything besides have sex the whole time? Did you even go to BlizzCon? Have you left the hotel room?
Yes, we had to get Pepsi, and we had to wait in lines.
Sustenance.
Randy, were you at the opening ceremonies?
Yes, in the Mythic Hall. We woke up at like 5 fucking a.m.
Wow, damn.
Went over there and stood in line. And then they let us all in where there was nowhere to sit down, and we were like right on top of each other. And people kept sitting down, and it was like a war for, you wanted to have enough of the area to be able to have some ballroom. And fucking people were trying to take it all, and no ballroom, no happy me.
What did you think of the announcements? What are you looking forward to?
Well, my favorite part of the whole thing was when the guy had to get up there and say he was sorry, and then like 5 minutes later there was like an AV issue in the Diablo trailer, and I know he was just yelling, "Fuck! I just said we would be better," and they weren't. That was my favorite part.
Okay.
But Diablo 4 looks pretty solid. I'm not a big Diablo person. And Overwatch 2, I don't get. If they're gonna let Overwatch 1 players play everything, what's the point? So I don't understand it. World of Warcraft Sylvanas seems like a badass now. When did that happen?
Well, yeah, what's this Shadowlands about? Is Bolvar coming to life as a new Lich King? Like what's the deal?
So she basically twists his head off and then breaks the mask in half and opens a portal to the Shadowlands.
Oh, Jesus
so I think Bolvar dies like a bitch.
Well, that's fucking stupid.
Interesting.
All right.
I mean, that's where they went, man.
Sounds like a reach.
Yeah. This isn't exactly going as I thought it would. So, Randy, before we hopped on and started recording, you said you were going to let me have it, or something to that effect. So, why don't you do that? Maybe that'll be more entertaining.
Do it.
Well, first of all, sir, I wanted to thank you very much for this opportunity. I quit my job. I'm ready to be a full-time Rich Dickman employee as the BlizzCon correspondent.
Okay, I'll send you all over. Rich Dickman will send you all over the states. All right, no international stuff yet. We don't have the money for it, but anywhere in the 48 continental, sure.
Okay, great. So I'll report live from BlizzCon every year, and you'll pay me enough money to survive and give me health care. And
absolutely.
That's the deal.
That's what we get. Mm-hmm. We get enough money to survive. No health care. That's still being negotiated. Season 3.
Well, there's a loophole in that system, which is if you stay in California, move to California, and we pay you a little enough, you'll get free healthcare through Medi-Cal. So there you go. We got it. Problem solved.
Or elect Elizabeth Warren, and everybody get free healthcare. It'd be good. It'd be really good. Good stuff.
How did we end up on politics? This is not good. Grim, stop being racist. All right, that's all I'm going to say. You've offended 3 out of 4 of my friends.
With what? What did I say to offend 3 out of 4 of your friends?
Well, you weren't supposed to question me.
Oh, okay.
Just take it as fact. Randy, I said it. That means it's true.
I have it on good authority that Ray is the actual racist of the 3 of us. So
yes.
Yeah.
I can't talk about it because it's work related, but yeah, we're pretty much.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, did Ray Celeste go on somebody? Racially?
Not yet.
Oh, that sounds like a hot story.
It is. You gotta get it offline if you ever hear it from, I tease it and we can't go anywhere with it, obviously, because it's Ray's real life and work and stuff. But yeah, Ray's a big fucking racist and we got to take him to task for it. Racism should not be tolerated and we should be violent towards racists, Randy. We should fight racism with more racism and hate. Yep. That's exactly what we should do.
I feel like you just took a stand somewhere.
Well, so, okay, I can say this
And
much.
I don't think I can stand with you completely, but
I'll say this much. And this goes for everything in life. If you're going to basically say that somebody's racist, but then you're going to basically say that you don't want to work with anyone but someone of your race, like, who's the racist? Like,
how dare you,
come
Ray?
on.
How dare you question somebody's desire?
how dare you, Ray?
Yeah. You're being a real fucking racist tonight, Ray. I don't like this. Yeah. I'm not comfortable with it. I'm going to have to report you to Mr. Dickman. This is ridiculous. Yes. I can't believe the hate that's oozing from your veins.
Wait, no, I'm on Ray's side now.
I'm being summoned into the Human Resources office right now.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
How big's the dick there?
That's the problem.
Big
there is
enough.
none.
Yeah.
Oh. That's true. There's not a lot of dicks in HR, in my experience.
All right, Randy. What else you got for me, if anything?
I'm sorry I'm a disappointment, but can I please keep my free healthcare?
Yes, Randy, you absolutely can keep your free healthcare. We value your contributions to the Rich Dickman Show. Without you,
Yes.
There would have been a couple weeks with a no episode. So you are the magic behind putting together the best ofs. So we do appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you very much. And thank you for continuing to be a patron, patreon.com/Rich Dickman. Please don't all of a sudden cancel on it like that other asshole. But, you know, you do have special privileges.
I canceled already.
Oh, fuck. God
No,
damn it.
I think I canceled. Because, like, I got a new card, and I thought somebody stole mine. Like
stole your
they
card?
ransacked my car. No, my card, my debit card.
Oh.
I had to get a new one. And I haven't fixed it yet.
Well, that's it for the show, everybody. This is going to be episode 79. This is the last episode of the Rich Dickman Show. We can't afford to keep the lights on anymore. So,
poor Rem's ego.
Yeah. No, Rem has no ego. Rem has been humbled greatly. Rem basically got the Iron Sheik treatment. You know the Iron Sheik on Twitter, Randy? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, he says, fuck yo, jabronis.
Yeah, he said, I will fuck your ass and humble you. I will fuck your ass and humble you. And that's what Rem has gotten. This entire
You've had your ass fucked and you've been humbled.
Yeah, literally and figuratively, I've had my ass fucked by this show. 79 episodes with zero compensation at a loss, and 7.5 listeners. Randy, I've lost friends over this. I've lost acquaintances. I haven't made any new friends aside from Ray and you. It's been a total negative on my life. So episode 79 of the Rich Dickman Show. This is the last episode, and I'm going to fucking go out with a bang. I'm going to complain about everything tonight. Okay. Randy, it's so good to talk to you.
Hey,
I really appreciate you taking time. Go ahead. Oh, yeah,
I got one
Ray.
while we have Randy. Got Randy here.
Yes. Yeah.
He's apparently very good at this because I got a bone to pick with you. So, I've been around for how many episodes now? No, with Randy.
Too many.
So we do this, we do the best of episode a little while ago, and you know who's on there the most? Huel. I've been around 20-ish episodes. You know how much Rem's heard nothing but complaining from me for the last month about, hey, how come I wasn't on there more? Oh my God, it's just this rift. Now, next thing you know, this is going to be it. Podcast is over. It's all your fault, Randy. It's all your fault.
Just be funny, Ray. Just be funny, Ray. Just be funny.
There you go. Dance, monkey, dance.
Yeah, I told you not to do it, Ray. I told you, keep your thoughts to yourself. Nobody wants to hear your feelings. Nobody cares about your feelings. But here you are, thinking you're entitled to Randy caring about your feelings.
Be funny. That's all I got to say.
All right, Randy. If anything good happens over the next 36 hours, make sure you tweet it or text me or whatever it is, and we can we'll broadcast it to the world.
All 7.5 world.
Yeah, all 7.5 world. Hopefully we get a bump from my friends at NFHC. Really don't. Nobody really gives a shit about this show. So, but whatever. Randy.
You do. That's all that matters, Rim.
I do. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
You gotta believe.
You gotta believe.
You gotta believe, but
you gotta be strong.
But really, you should probably only a couple more episodes, but
yeah, it's probably just yeah. You know, I got to save myself before I get to 100 and embarrass myself.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Wait, what's your previous record? Like 114 episodes?
Yeah. Yep, 114 episodes of Torn Think Tank. That's right.
See if you can do 115 and then hang it up.
Hey, Randy, while we're on the line, Thanksgiving, we're not going to be able to record. It's my birthday. You think we can get a best of going for that week?
Maybe. I'm moving.
Oh, God damn it, Randy.
So,
guy gets his.
But I'll do my best.
He's got great shit going on in his life, and it negatively affects me. Can you believe that, right?
I'm ready. Randy, how do you kill a blue elephant?
With a Smurf.
You shoot it with a blue elephant gun. All right. How do you kill a pink elephant?
You shoot it with a Smurf.
You hold its nose until it turns blue, and then you shoot it with a blue elephant gun. All right, there's my fun. I made it on the best of, the upcoming best of. I made it. Yes. That's my audition for it.
I'll die first.
Oh, Randy, have fun at BlizzCon. Go find a party. Go run into some podcasters and say, hey, remember that guy Rem? And see what kind of shitty answers.
I mean, buddy, I don't want to hurt your feelings anymore.
Yeah. I have none.
Your ego would be bruised. That's not true, buddy. You're sensitive.
I was. Then Huel died.
Sweet little bird.
I lost all sensitivity, except in my dick. All right, Randy, it's good to talking to you, buddy. We'll catch up again. Have fun. Have lots of fun. Be safe. Enjoy that weed, man. Enjoy the weed, and I hope you have a great time this weekend.
Yeah, have a good time.
Oh, hey, by the way, BlizzCon bands, calling my shot. Fozzy, Creed, and Post Malone.
Oh, shit.
Calling my shot.
I'm going to forget all of that, so text me when the band gets announced, okay?
I won't do that.
All right. I know you won't. I know. All right. All right, bud. Good talking to you. We'll talk to you soon.
Peace.
See you later, Randy.
Later. That was awesome to hear from our friend Randy. Maybe not as exciting as I thought it would be, but, it's episode 79. That's right. Here we are. Okay, so, Ray, what's up, man? What's going on with you, buddy? What's happening? You want to talk to me about shit? Oh, first of all, I want to say thank you to our friends at the Nothing But a Bob thing. Our friends Justin and Nathan. It was great to talk to them, and our new friend Elisa May, who joined the show last week. So thank you all. And if you haven't yet, their links are in our last post on the website, which automatically renewed without my knowledge, and I wasn't able to change a payment method on it. So I kind of stole a bunch of PayPal money from my wife. By accident. That was supposed to. Anyway, okay. All right. None of that. All right. Whoops. Ray, what's happening, man? What's going on?
So my recap, my weekend review from last episode begins with me last episode saying that I would get more into Bob Ross, and I have yet to watch a single video. So still working on that.
All right. That's good.
So we'll check in weekly and you probably get the same update. The other thing that happened this week, I got to figure out if there's a way that they could change it so the Alexa has like a kids filter on it or something like that. Because my kids will go into their room. We got one of those little Amazon Alexas sitting in their room, and they go in there and they'll listen to music and play Minecraft on their devices or whatever before bed. And one night I heard them in there, and I heard that song. Truth Hurts. Who sings that? Lizzo or something like that?
Yeah. Oh my God.
All I know is, yeah. So I could hear it and I was like, that sounds familiar. Like I don't know the song. Like I don't listen to the radio for that song, right? I don't listen to those stations, but I can hear them and I'm like, what is that noise? I'm like, that sounds familiar. I'm like, oh, and I can hear them singing. And then I hear the kids like, you could have had a bad bitch. And I'm like, oh, son of a bitch. Like, go in there. I'm like, all right, turn it off. I'm like, I gotta figure out.
I got a weird history with that song, man.
Filter.
The first time I ever heard that song even existed, because I don't listen to the radio too much. I always have a podcast on, or I have my Google at home and I'm listening to Shinedown or something while I'm making dinner. I don't really listen to current radio. So a few weeks ago, Garbage and Gold was doing a podcast about best summer songs, and Lisa brought up Truth Hurts by Lizzo. And I don't know what the hell this song is. So I brought it up because if somebody's saying it's one of the best songs of the summer, I got to know what it is, right? And I'm listening to him like, this doesn't really sound like a summer jam.
No.
I respectfully disagree, Lisa. I don't, your taste in music is your own, but I don't know. I would not vote for this one. But anyways, I get the appeal of it, right? One of my favorite lines in it is I just took a DNA test. Turns out I'm 100% that bitch. I love that line. That's funny. But I've since heard it on the radio for the first couple times over the last couple of weeks. Like I didn't hear it on the radio at all over the summer or since that episode of Garbage and Gold, until like 2 weeks ago I heard it on the radio. And then today I heard it on the radio again. It's weird. It's weird how that works. I don't know. Because I just don't listen to the radio. I can see the appeal of Lizzo though. I can see it. Like, oh man, speaking my truth.
It's a little catchy.
Yeah, sure. Sure. If you want to hate on men, but whatever.
Yeah. It's definitely not like a 6-year-old or a 9-year-old song. That's all. I was like, what the hell? And like to them, they don't understand any of the lyrics at all. Right.
But yeah, I feel like if I decided to rap,
you could be. There's still a chance.
Yeah.
That you don't shut the door on that career path.
I probably got to edit out that joke. Like I probably got to just cut that.
No, that's a good one. Let's leave it in there.
All right. So your kids are singing about being bitches. Go ahead.
Yeah. And then, so Randy was talking about lines. That's what I did last Saturday. So in town here on Main Street, you got like 3 or 4 blocks along Main Street, and they do trick or treating or whatever they want to call it. Maybe they call it trunk or treating, but all you really do is walk up and down each side of Main Street in basically a circle, and the businesses stand out front with a bowl of candy and just hand you candy. So it's basically like, I was equating it to Disneyland lines. Like you just go in like a theme park and you stand in line. There's just tons of people out here, and maybe like 1 out of 5 businesses actually were handing out candy. So we spent like an hour walking around this place, sweating in the sun, just getting like 1 piece of candy every 15, 20 minutes. I was like, this is the lamest thing I've ever seen. And then one store was handing out, not pumpkins, gourds, just random gourds. And another company was handing out the popcorn balls. And you know what store was handing out popcorn balls? A candy store. Why the fuck is a candy store handing out popcorn balls?
What? That's ridiculous.
We've gone into this candy store before, and they have all sorts of cool, unique candies. And all I'm thinking is, you probably get a better deal on candy than any of these other businesses, and you're handing out popcorn balls. Screw you guys. So that was dumb.
I gotta send you the video. I showed everybody in my real life this video. I took my son trick-or-treating last night. Last night was Halloween. Happy Halloween, everybody. This is the spooky episode. It's supposed to be last night, but we couldn't because Ray had to fuck off and do Halloween with his kids instead of recording with me. So here it is on a Friday night.
I was actually watching football.
You're going to get your episode a day late because Ray had to fucking watch football. But took my kids trick-or-treating. My girl went off with her girlfriends. And so I took my son and his buddy. My son, like, he invited some kid over without even telling us. Like, he's got a new friend at school. And he's like, hey, my buddy's coming over. I'm like, what? So, yeah, my friend's coming over. I invited him. It's like, dude, we don't even know if we're going out. The weather is shit right now. The wind is like 60 miles an hour and it's raining. So it stopped raining, but the wind didn't stop. My son's costume was an inflatable Pikachu. And you may have seen it. I posted a couple pictures on Twitter of my Pikachu, right? That's my son in his costume. Now, it's an inflatable Pikachu costume, and it's in 60 mile an hour winds. That does not mix well. I have video of me laughing my ass off as he can't even stand up because the wind is blowing his ass over. It's hilarious. I think I'm gonna put that on YouTube. Probably gonna put that on YouTube. Yeah.
It was funny because it was all blurry, but I don't know. I knew it was blurry because you said it was windy. I don't know if other people knew that, but yeah, that was pretty funny.
All right. What else you got before I start? Oh, is your wife texting you? Oh, you sent me
there's a picture of how many people were at that trick or treating thing in Main Street. It's a hell of fucking people. The other thing was, I just thought this was funny. I'll just bring this up real quick. 2 more things, but one, somebody rang the doorbell like an hour ago, and I answered the door, and they're like, "Hey, we're selling, they're doing a fundraiser for our school. Do you want to buy some candy bars?" I was like, pretty bad timing. Yesterday was Halloween. We got enough candy. Like, why am I going to, like, I appreciate your enthusiasm, but like, I'm not going to buy candy right now. I got bags full of candy right behind me. I was like, sorry.
Yeah.
Like I would love to support your cause, but like read the room. Hello.
Man,
so I thought that was really
not buying anything. I put you the link. Yeah. I forgot we're using the internet these days and we can do things like that. Hopefully that link works, but that's the video. I'm going to play it for all our fans.
No, I didn't.
Just to hear me laughing at my son. Okay. Me laughing.
Are you okay? Yeah. You sure? You want to take it off?
You gotta watch this video, dude. He's just falling over. It looks like he's dancing. He's not dancing.
Like one of those inflatable, tall inflatable things at car dealers.
Yeah.
No, you're gonna go. You're gonna.
All right, and then the sound cuts out for some reason because I don't know. Fuck my phone, but whatever.
That's funny.
Oh, all right, Ray. Are you ready?
The other quick one that was pretty funny was, so this guy at work was saying that he was getting a cake done for somebody.
Yeah.
And because they order a bunch of stuff on Amazon, he was like, well, I wanted to make a custom looking cake that looks like a package from Amazon. It has a shipping label on it and everything. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. Like, you know, it's fun to make, you know, those unique, cool looking cakes. They have shows about that stuff. You know what he told me? He's like, yeah, apparently any of the places he went, they were like, yeah, we don't want to make it with the Amazon logo or like the post office, like the USPS logo on there because that's copyright infringement. And you know what I said? I was like, I know. I was like, fuck that. You're going to eat the evidence. Like, who cares?
Come on. It's a cake. You're not mailing it. You're not trying to get a free shipping out of it. Jesus.
Yeah. Like the point is to literally destroy it. So what's like, you're not trying to like reuse it or make money on it anyway. I thought that was
hate
funny.
Everything, man.
Ridiculous.
All right. I got a lot to talk about, Ray. Like this might take up the rest of the episode.
Let's do it.
Actually, probably won't. All right. First of all,
I'm so ready.
Congratulations to our friends at Not for Human Consumption Podcast for reaching 100 episodes. Yes. I don't know, guys. My 100th episode of Torn Think Tank involved an elaborate production that involved 5 weeks of writing and 3 weeks of production and all sorts of audio. It was amazing. So your 100th episode involved you all allegedly eating mushrooms. Allegedly. I don't even know that you really did it, but you allegedly ate mushrooms. And it was a wild fucking deal. Holy shit. Here, I sit here and I have like 2 glasses of whiskey and at the end, like I'm done. Like that's it. Like I'm just, wow, Rem, you fucking fried yourself, right? And these guys are allegedly, eating mushrooms and doing a 3-hour long podcast. So wow.
They were where we're at the end of our 90-minute episode. They were there like
at the
15
beginning.
Minutes in.
No, right at the beginning. Like, right at the beginning. Yeah.
Right from the get-go.
I do want to congratulate them. They're great dudes. I love their show. So congratulations, guys. And we're going to have Matt on. He was supposed to be on last night, but, Ray had to fuck off and, quote unquote, football. Trick or treat. Goddamn, you stupid ass football. So Matt will be on with us next week. And, I got some shit in store. And I appreciate these shout outs from our friends over there. Cause right in the first 10 minutes of the show, they're talking about Rem. And, man, I love you guys. So keep it up. All right.
They're good.
Yeah. All right. So I wanted to come on here and I wanted to start complaining about Halloween and how I don't like Halloween and it's just a pain in the ass and all this shit, right? But something else happened today. Ray, tomorrow is my daughter's birthday. It'll be her 10th birthday tomorrow. My sweet little princess is turning 10 and she's learning all about tampons and all that other fun stuff from her friends. And it's horrible. And it's just devastating and I'm scared. I'm really scared.
Shit.
But
is that a 10? God damn it.
Yeah. Tomorrow is her 10th birthday. And so today we had to go out and we had to get stuff for her birthday tomorrow. We're having family over, so we had to get, stuff for a cake and we had to get decorations and plates and all the bullshit, all the stuff you do, right? But I'm sitting in the car and what happens when I sit in the car? I'm bored. Well, and I've got nothing else to do. So I open Twitter and I just start posting nonsense. You may have seen some of my nonsense today, Ray.
I did. I caught up with it.
If you get me, you get me. And if you don't get me, you hate me. And that's fine. That's the way I like it. Okay. But I'm sitting in the parking lot at Party City and I see this dude. He's walking with his group. All right. And it's like 53 degrees out today. All right. It was warm yesterday and the weather changed. I got to talk about that weather too. My God, what a shitty pattern of weather we've had. But anyways, he's walking in the parking lot to his car and he's wearing, like these black raggedy sweatpants in flip-flops. Ray, I'm of a bloodline where, like, my father would get dressed up in a suit and tie to go see the doctor, okay? I am so uncomfortable in my own clothes, it's not even funny. I hate leaving the house wearing shorts, okay? I hate leaving the house wearing flip-flops. When I'm at the beach, I don't even like taking my shirt off because I don't like the way I look in anything. There's like very few clothes that I like wearing because I just feel weird all the time. Like I'm very uncomfortable in my own skin. I know it doesn't sound that way. I know I sound sexy as shit right now, right? I get that, but yeah. I get pretty uncomfortable. All right. But so I like that ability to wear sweatpants and flip-flops that mystifies me, and I'm envious of it, right? I'm envious of that. Ray, and I see you wearing your sexy shorts and flip-flops all the time, and I'm like, God damn, this dude in your polo shirt and everything, like, fuck, I wish I could fucking do that. I wish I could dress like that. So I posted on Twitter, dudes who wear sweatpants and flip-flops in public. Why? Now, some may take that as me being passively aggressive. Oh, hello, spider. I don't need you falling down in front of my face. There you go.
I thought that was something on my screen. That was trippy.
Oh, wow. You saw that too? That was weird. Okay. All right. So I posted
like a little blur.
Dudes who wear sweatpants and flip-flops in public. Why? All right. And I'm curious because where does that come from? And I got all sorts of answers, right? I got one guy said, because fuck it. That's why. That's our friend Grant from Thought Cops. Because fuck it. That's why. And Chris OC says, sounds comfy as hell. I'm like, yeah, it does. And then, our buddy Ben, who is at _Vegas baby yeah, says, because it's comfortable as fuck. And in most cases, I dress for me, not someone else. And I said, man, I envy you. I hate wearing shorts in public. So I'm the weirdo here. But then there's this one guy who followed me, Will. All right. And he responds, dudes who care what other dudes are doing. Why? And then I responded, well, maybe I'm secretly attracted, but don't want to admit it. So instead I lash out on Twitter when I'm bored and see something that catches my eye. And then he responded, okay, I will bite. I wear sweats everywhere, every day, and bleep anyone who criticizes it. I have medical issues which keep me from being able to wear much else, and flip-flops are easy shoes to put on, but your judgments on the issue do make me feel better about it. All right. So then I responded, which judgments did I offer? I asked a question, but perhaps it wasn't framed in a way you thought was appropriate. I'm sorry for your medical issues. And then Will responds, I hate these I was a pussy and implied an insult but didn't explicitly spell it out for you arguments. You were being insulting and can't man up to it. Stop judging people. You don't know what their lives are like and your opinions are not always important to the world. Well, Ray, I mean, I do a podcast where I give my opinions on things and my judgments. I don't necessarily think they're important to the world, but there are people who enjoy hearing them, all 6 of you, and then the one person who listens. But I responded very politely. If I wanted to insult you, I absolutely would, and I would be very clear about it. You follow me. You felt my tweet was insulting. You chose to respond. This sounds more like a you issue and not a me issue. And then he responded, fixed. And I gave him the peace sign. So this motherfucker, I don't follow this guy. He followed me, and he's been giving me some shit lately on some other things too. Like the Free Hong Kong thing and the Blizzard boycott. Like he was like, oh, what do you care? They're just people developing games. I'm like, well, all right, fuck off. So anyways, here's this guy, at Will WYLL000. This is his profile, his description here. Tank for Rectified in the Convert to Raid Guild and Airy Peak. Father to 11 kids. Like, God damn it. If I wanted to insult you, I don't need much else than that. You're a father to 11 kids and you have medical problems causing you to wear sweatpants. I'm sure you're thrilled with your life. Okay? Like, that's all I need to say. Fucking loser. This is what I hate about everything. Ray is like, this guy, just because he takes an insult to something, thinks I'm insulting him. I don't give a shit about this guy. I don't fucking know who he is. I don't care. You guys can kiss my ass and suck my dick at the same time. And he's going to be offended because I'm asking a question about sweatpants. This guy's going to just throw his insecurities and shit at me. Fuck you, Will. I'm glad you don't follow me anymore. In fact, I should block you, but I won't because I'm not a pussy. But fuck you still. And your 11 kids, they're probably all ashamed of you that you wear sweatpants and medical issues and have to coach you around with a goddamn scooter everywhere. I'm sorry, Ray. I'm so sorry. Fuck. I'm so sorry.
How does he have time to play that much Warcraft if he's got 11 kids? That's,
Ray.
Also, no, this is the one too. When he said something about like, I don't give a fuck or whatever he said, but he used symbols, he bleeped it out.
Yeah.
I'm like, obviously you do, because you can't even say a bad word that everybody knows what word is going there. Fuck, just type F-U-C-K. Like, what's the worst that's going to happen?
This fucking self-centered, selfish snowflake that I was talking about him and insulting him. When I just asked a question, why?
Yeah.
Why do you wear sweatpants and flip-flops in public? And to be clear, Ray, this bothered me so much that I asked my wife while we were driving. I said, hey, when we were in the parking lot, I saw a guy wearing sweatpants and flip-flops. What do you think about that? And then she laughed. And I said, no. What do you think about that? She's like, well, I mean, do what you want, but that's weird. I'm like, yeah, you're goddamn right. It's weird. Fucking does that. It's the little things, Ray. It's the little things that make me mental.
So I spend a lot of time looking at people. And so here's what you like, or I try and just in my mind think what went through their mind when they're wearing what they're wearing, right? Same thing, like you see some lady with like, we've talked about that, right? Low cut shirt, super low cut shirt.
Yeah.
But then it's like, why are you staring at my boobs? It's like, well, I mean, you kind of,
you put them out there.
What do you want me to do? Like your shirt's
do?
literally down to your navel. Like, like this is interesting. Like I'm curious what's happening. I'm not necessarily even checking you out. Like I'm curious what's going through your mind. But so someone that's wearing sweatpants and flip flops. Now, if they are someone that looks like they're in shape, maybe young, I might think of that person as like, they are super successful. And that guy doesn't give a flying rat's ass what anyone thinks, because he probably makes so much money and is always on the phone going, buy, sell, or something like that. Right.
That's
and it's
fucking
like,
awesome.
You don't even give a fuck. Yeah. Yep. Exactly. So that's the why.
I wish I had that.
Cause I don't
have that
give
mindset.
Yeah. There's that. So, yeah. Or it's the, I literally don't care because I don't care about anything at all, ever. And I don't care about my appearance. And, you know, it's just like, you might like, yeah, don't judge a book by its cover, but I mean, it does make an impression. So maybe, you know, make yourself look a little more presentable.
Yeah. Here's the thing, like with me, Ray, I've been on Twitter since 2012. All right. With this account, I changed the name from Remgard to Rem Dickman. It's the same account. Right. I've done several podcasts. You know what you get with me, right? I don't pretend to be something that I'm not. You know what you're getting. You're getting a stupid joke. You're getting a weird opinion. You're getting a random thought. Lately, it's just promotion of the show, but that's what you get. So if you follow me on Twitter, you should not be surprised if I'm asking a question like, why?
Yeah.
Why are you wearing sweatpants and flip-flops? And then having a discussion about it. Like, it should not be, you shouldn't be confused by that. You know what you're getting with me. Like, I'm not hiding anything. This guy, like, fucking just assumed I was making fun of him, which I will make fun of him. And I will forever make fun of this just stupid asshole. I can just see him riding around the Walmart in his little moto scooter, right? Because he's got medical issues, which means he probably can't walk, which is why he has medical issues because he's massively overweight. He's an embarrassment to his 11 kids, and they probably won't see their father past their age. I'll that out. But the point still stands, Ray. Fuck that guy. Fuck you asshole, selfish piece of shit, self-centered asshole who thinks I'm talking about you. I don't even know who the fuck you are. I could care less. Okay. Now.
Well, I will say I gotta give him props. I mean, if he's had 11 kids, he's had sex at least 8 more times than me, because I've only got 3 kids.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And he's had way more sex than I have. That's for sure. Yeah. Especially recently. So but I mean, God, can you imagine what this dude looks like with his sweatpants and flip-flops and 11 kids and his medical issues, and the woman decides to take that credit. What the fuck is wrong with her? First of all, let's think about that. I want to know her husband. I want to know the whole story of this family, Ray. Ray, I used to be so good at sitting here and just like talking shit about people. It used to be part of my job, essentially. I worked at a convalescent home, Ray, and from 2000 to 2000, God, I was there for a long time. From 2000 to 2005, I worked at a convalescent home. For the first couple of years, I was a custodian, and then I moved into medical records, okay? And all we would do is sit around, and they would smoke, And I would stand there on the smoke breaks or lunch breaks, and we would just bust balls and make fun of each other. And they were always looking like I would piss people off. They wanted to come fight me. Like I had a 3-month long prank on some guy that I would call him every day looking for a job, thinking I was some sort of like weirdo. I was the king, Ray. I'm very good at it, but I had to stop. I had to stop making fun of people for the good of my own mental health and for my career. But man, God, I relish the opportunity to sit there and just get mean, just get really fucking mean with people who deserve it, like this asshole. Like I'm fucking shaking right now, Ray. I'm so angry. We're 48 minutes into this podcast, and I just want to go off on this Will 00 motherfucker just for the rest of the goddamn thing. Pumpkin carving, Ray. I don't like pumpkin carving. Pumpkin carving was fun, okay, when I had to do it for my kids. Pumpkin carving became less fun when my kids decided they could do it themselves. You're not at this stage. How old is your oldest? She's 6. Is that where she is?
No,
6?
Oldest is 9. But see, 9. I think I told you my pro tip was have them paint them. You just paint it less messy.
No, that doesn't work here. No, because they want to cut that shit up. They want to make holes in the pumpkin. They want to fuck that fucking thing up, right? And it used to be nice, Ray. I used to sit there with my kids and be like, hey, what kind of design do you want, buddy? It's like, oh, I want a scary face. And I draw with a Sharpie on the pumpkin like a scary face and be like, oh yeah, daddy, that's cool. And I'm like, fuck yeah, here we go. And I'd carve that fucker thing out and we'd have a nice little design. Sometimes I'd take the guts from the inside of the pumpkin and have it like hanging out of the mouth so it looks like it's throwing up. Like we get crazy with these things. Yeah, we had some really awesome pumpkins. Well, they got older, Ray. My daughter's turning 10 tomorrow. My son is 11 and a half, right? They want to do this shit on their own, right? So they have the pumpkin carvers and they're drawing their own things and they have these pumpkin stencils. Have you seen these? The pieces of paper with the pumpkin carving things on them and you tape them to the pumpkin? Yeah. Those are the worst.
It's real helpful for kids.
Oh, it's terrible. Because the kids can't do it, Ray. The kids can't do it. They say, Daddy, can you do this? And I'm like, no, I can't do it. Look, Daddy, I can't do it. You gotta, I could take a deep breath, right? I gotta take a deep breath and I get right on that pumpkin and like all these little tiny little cuts. I'm like, God damn it. God damn it. Fuck. And then you cut out the whole thing and it all falls out because you hit the wrong artery or whatever it is on the pumpkin and shit. Or like my son decides to do it himself, but like really fucks it up and just has a big hole in the pumpkin. And then he looks at me, he's like,
messed up. He's
like,
can we get another pumpkin?
No, it's even better. I made a cave.
I made a cave. Oh shit.
All right, dude. You do you. Boo-boo, you do you.
Oh man.
But I gotta say, I made some badass pumpkin seeds. I roasted them for a little while and had some salt and some ranch seasoning. Oh, they're really good. All right. So pumpkin carving sucks. People who like Halloween, they suck too. Like, I hate Halloween. It's the worst goddamn piece of shit fucking quote unquote holiday there is. You dress up as some jamoke, you go around, you get candy, and then you have too much candy for the next 6 months. You don't know what to do with. You end up throwing half of it away. If you eat that much candy, you're going to be sick and you're going to get, you get gross, right? That's too much candy.
You save that candy until about like August when you're like, oh shit, they're selling Halloween candy in the stores right now. I still have Halloween candy. Like I gotta get rid of this stuff.
There are people who wait all year to live their Halloween fantasies one night. It just mystifies me. Like I just don't get it. People who just love Halloween. It makes no sense to me. The people who go to Halloween parties. Like, Ray, have you ever been to a Halloween party?
Probably. And I don't remember because it was that.
It was that awesome, exciting. Right? Yeah. Let me tell you about the one holiday party I've gone to in the last 5 years. We had just moved into this house. And so this was 3 years ago. And we took the kids out trick-or-treating, and we came across one of our neighbors, and they had a bunch of people over, and we knocked on the door. Kids say trick-or-treat, and they come to the door and say, hey, hi, we're having a party. You want to come in? And my instinct is to say, nope, I'm good. But my wife wants to be friendly with the neighbors, so she says, yeah, okay. So we go into these strange people's house, and they've got a full-on spread of like buffet-style food. And there's a bunch of strange fucking people in that house. And our neighbors, who we just met 2 minutes ago are introducing us to their entire family and friends and other neighbors in the neighborhood. I have no idea who anybody is or what numbers or how. I don't know where they live. I don't know anything. And I'm standing there like an asshole trying to be polite and have a conversation, wanting to drink a lot more than I'm drinking because I'm very uncomfortable, but also trying not to look like an asshole while my kids are over like raiding the buffet and sitting on their couch and shit. I'm just like embarrassed and I'm just shaking it. We need to go. We need to get out of here. I need to get out of here. And then you have like the costume Halloween parties that people like to go to where they get all dressed up, especially like celebrities and stuff or people who are quote unquote somewhat famous, and they got to show you what their costumes are. Like, I've never been to a dress up Halloween party, Ray. I don't even think they really exist outside of the internet or like weird internet circles. I don't know.
And college dorms.
College dorms. Like, what's the point? What's fucking stupid? It's Thursday. Why are we getting dressed up on a Thursday to look like assholes for 2 hours? Then we have to go home and have sex. Why can't we just have sex instead of going to a party? You know, I assume that's what they do in college. They just have sex all the time. But yeah. Halloween parties makes no sense to me. I hate them. I don't like any party really. Like we go to, there's a New Year's Eve party out here that, some of the parents throw for all the kids and then the parents as well. So the kids have like their own New Year's Eve party in a separate room and all the adults who are really uncomfortable with each other just start drinking. And I've gotten like way too drunk at these things several times where the point where I'm like flirting with like other moms and shit and the wife has to drive me home. Oh, it's embarrassing. I just make a fucking asshole of myself. Yeah, no, it's terrible. Yeah, go ahead.
I sent you the picture, but we did the Halloween Halloween costume contest for work. So we're a national company, so we had all the branches or offices or whatever you want to call them. They all took group pictures of everyone in their costumes. And you know guess what the prize was? Yep, a pizza party. So whoever wins gets a pizza party.
Gets another party?
Yeah. So no, here's what I said. I was like, well, fuck that. Like, if I'm going to go out and spend $50 on like a costume or something, I might as well just buy myself some fucking pizza. Like, what? You got to make the prize worth more than what it's the costumes. Like, why would I spend all this time dressing up?
You can get a pizza for $17.99.
Like, just get pizza. Yeah. Oh, Little Caesars hot and ready carry out $5.99. Like, come on. I mean, like, you can't make the prize something that's worth less than the costume. Like, you're not really motivating us. And some of these guys are sending pictures. I mean, they went like balls to the walls. I mean, they went all out. You're talking hours on these costumes, or they spent a fortune on them. And so basically all we did was, because we're all workers in the office, I basically sent an email with our pictures. And I said, cause we're in construction. So I basically had all those office people put on like hard hats, vests, and we got some tools, like all the power tools without batteries in them. And we were like holding them wrong and like took a bunch of pictures like we looked like a bunch of doofuses. And so with the description of the email that I sent everyone with the pictures, I was like, hey, we were too busy helping out a job site. Like the installers were all booked. So we went out to a job site. The contractor said it was the best work they've ever seen. Sorry, we didn't have time to dress up for the costume party. And I don't know. Some people thought it was funny, but basically we did nothing. We didn't actually put any effort into it.
I'm sorry, Ray. Halloween's stupid.
So, it is. It really, it's not worth it.
No, it's, you know what? It's dumb. And if you like Halloween, I feel sorry for you. No, I don't.
Then you probably also have diabetes. Oh,
yeah. Probably lots of, you know, the only good thing about Halloween is
just like the candy.
Yeah. Kit Kats. Oh, man.
Get the Reese's, put them in the freezer, eat them a couple hours later. That's good. That's worth it.
That fucking guy like ruined my whole night, Ray.
I was just catching up on that. I got home from work today and I had to hold the little baby, which isn't too tough. Like, it's fun to hold a little guy. He's sleeping on me, slobbering on me. So I was just on my phone catching up on Twitter. And, I was like rolling through that one. And I thought I had myself a good chuckle as I read up on that one.
Ray, when I get going on Twitter because I'm bored, like what is going through your mind at the time? Because before you answer, think about it. Okay. Before you answer, when I would do shit like this on Torn Think Day, like Jules would just have a fit and she'd very politely tell me to knock it off, right? Because we had a brand to uphold. So I didn't do it very much. When I got out of line, she would pull me back in line. What are you thinking?
Well, just like I said pre-show, if you could, we have a brand. If you could tone it down a little bit, that would be the best thing to do.
Yeah.
No, dude, I don't know. Honestly, anything online, like everyone do whatever you want as long as you're not actually hurting someone. Like I don't really fucking care. And the reality, like I've, followed you for a long time. We're friends. Like, dude, you're not doing anything bad. Like
I just wanted to know how that works. How do you wear sweatpants and flip flops? Like I just don't get it. It doesn't make any sense to me. And if you do it and you're comfortable, I'm jealous. I'm very jealous of that. Wish I had that in me. I wish I had a lot of that in me, right? Like I get on this podcast, right? And I could talk to you and our 7.5 listeners. I have no problem. Like going on and just like telling stories, whatever it is. Ray, I could get in front of a crowd of 1,000 people. I could do the same thing. No problems, right? Well, cause I'm performing. I'm acting, right? This is improv for me. I love this, right? And, this isn't, we some of it's kayfabe, some of it's real life, right? Whatever it is what it is. And we're having a good time doing it. But what was I saying? I don't remember. I got drunk. I'm very uncomfortable.
It's hard to tell the difference.
Yeah. I'm very uncomfortable around people. Like, so when we have those weird, New Year's Eve parties, like I drink excessively because I'm very uncomfortable. When I'm at family gatherings, I will knock a bunch of alcohol in me because I'm uncomfortable around people, even my family. Which is weird because I'm not uncomfortable around a bunch of strangers when I'm in control. I think that's the whole thing. I think it's the control part of it, right? We're going to go deep here. I think that, not having control of the crowd is where I get uncomfortable. I've taught classes, I've done interviews, I've given presentations, and I've been the man, right? People love my shit. I'm good at it, right? And that's not me bragging. That's the fact. I'm good at that stuff. But when I gotta go like to a gathering of people and strangers that I don't know and it's somebody else's house, like I keep my mouth shut. I got my head down. I get a beer or a glass of wine or whatever liquor I can find in my hand. And I'm just beat, man. It's like, it's not REM. It's not REM. Then I do that.
Yeah. I don't know. I used to really like going to parties, but I found that when I do, I just have a couple drinks and I just chat to everyone forever. And then it just ends up talking for the rest of eternity.
Yeah.
And then, doesn't really go anywhere.
We got a lot of Dick of the Weeks to get to, buddy. You ready to do some Dick of the Week?
Oh, we could do it.
After much deliberation, the incredibly handsome
Shit last week.
Judges have come to the consensus that this week's Dick of the Week
Rich
award goes to...
Oh, wait. That was played the wrong one, didn't I? Fuck.
Ladies and gentlemen,
there we go.
Rookie.
It is now time to introduce this week's finalists for Dick of the Week. And here is our first nominee.
All right. Let's, we got, they're all voices this week. Here we go.
Yeah. Hey, this is Mr. Ray. Yep. Ray's dad. I'm ashamed to say so, but I do listen to this podcast. And I have my nomination.
Wait. Is he ashamed to say he's your dad, or is he ashamed to say he listens to this shitty podcast?
Hey, a little column A, little column B.
Dick of the Week. That would be Pacific Gas and Electric Company out here in California.
Ooh.
They shut the fucking power off every time a butterfly farts. I will have been out of power for 6 days this fucking week, sitting in the dark, trying to watch the World Series, which is impossible to do when the power is out. Between them and our fucking governor, Gavin Useless Newsom, they've turned this place into a third world dystopian shithole. Now, I suggest that PG&E be Dick of the Week for this week and the rest of the fucking year. That is all.
Ray, this was a thing a couple weeks ago. I asked you about it. You said it didn't affect you, but you didn't say it affected your papa. This is a huge development.
That's the thing is like, it's random, not random. I honestly haven't even looked at it into why or how they started turning the power off, because I literally had power 100% of the time where I'm at. So I don't care. Like, that made me a bad person? I'm like, I got power. If someone else doesn't have, I don't care. That's how it
should be. Right? As an American, that's how it should be. You should not care about anybody else except you. That's the American way. Okay. And
yeah.
California.
There you go.
Fuck California. Your dad is absolutely right. It is turning into a third world shithole. Like fucking like typhus or a whole bunch of shit is like coming back into the population because all the homeless people that nobody wants to address. In San Francisco, they're shitting through the streets. There's needles everywhere. There's people dying in the streets from the drug overdoses. We just let the homeless run rampant. We don't do anything to help them because, oh my God, we might offend them if we help them. But hey, don't you dare use a plastic straw or take a plastic bag out of the grocery store because you might hurt a turtle. Yeah. I mean, what is going on in your shitty fucking state, Ray? Why are they turning the power off for all these people? If you're starting if you're starting wildfires, I think there's another reason rather than the power plant supplying you with fire. Maybe it's somebody out there with matches being irresponsible. I don't know. I don't know the whole story. I don't deal with wildfires here in Connecticut because it rains all the fucking time. But there's got to be something else rather than turning the power off of your citizens who pay for that shit too much every single month. And then the governor just going happy to go along with it. That piece of shit Gavin Newsom. And I know who Gavin Newsom is because I used to listen to the Adam Carolla show, and Adam Carolla had Gavin Newsom on his show once. I think this was like 2012 when Gavin Newsom was
that was a good one.
Yeah. When he was the vice governor, the assistant governor, like whatever you call the second governor, lieutenant governor. And he just sounded like an asshole. And he was talking about like opening up like more check cashing facilities for minority people. And then Adam Carolla's like, well, why do you need to open up more check cashing facilities? Why can't you actually help the minority people like get jobs and stuff so they don't need checking cashing facilities? They can learn how to, use an actual bank. And he had no answers, right? And I'm like, oh, well, here you go. But he's good looking. He's good looking. And he has the right talking points. So we'll keep electing the assholes. Like, I don't understand California, Ray. I don't understand it at all. Pelosi is San Francisco, right? That's her district?
Fuck, probably. I don't even know. I can't even follow it because it's
a shithole.
There's
the fucking, and you had that other representative, that Katie Hill, who's having sex with her campaign staffers and paying them with campaign money, like clearly violating ethics laws, but she's blaming it on misogyny. Like, you fucking kidding me? Like, you're fucking having sex with your staffers. That's you. That's not,
I think that's a baller move to you're like, hey, it's not my fault.
I don't care. Like, I assume every fucking politician in the world is having sex with some sort of staffer. I don't give a shit. That's just the way it is. But like, to blame your choices and mistakes on the patriarchy or misogyny or some other nonsense. I mean, come on. Let's be real here. You chose to brush your staffer's hair naked. You chose to have an iron cross tattooed on your lower abdomen. You chose to have sexual relationships with people you probably shouldn't have had sexual relationships with. That's nobody's fault but yours. But maybe I'm just an asshole. I don't know, Ray. I have no idea. But fuck California. No. PG&E. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
I was going to say, pro tip. So I live right outside of Sacramento, the state capital. If you ever want to have sex, all you gotta do is just wander down there to the state capitol, just, put on a suit maybe, or, something that would look somewhat official, and just claim that you're with some sort of organization and, that you can do some favors. And the politicians, they'll just come swarming out of their doors, out of their offices.
Yeah.
And that's just fuck you right there. Yep.
Absolutely.
They think you're going to offer them something. Dude, it's so awesome.
It's so easy to have sex with people out there in California because all you gotta do is say you're representing some sort of weird progressive activist group. Like, yeah, I'm fighting against plastic in the ocean. Let's have sex. Boom, banging. You banging right there. Yep. Right on the hood of the Jaguar. Boom, banging. I would like to end homelessness in America. Boom, you're having sex. Boom, done. Like, it's that easy. Yep. It's that easy in California. Fuck California.
I can provide free health care for everyone. And then you just have sex.
Lots of sex.
I mean, and when you factor in like, all I had to do was just walk in there. It's cheaper than getting a hooker, and it's not illegal, so there's less chance of actually getting thrown in jail. So, I mean, win-win for everybody.
You can just identify. I identify as somebody who has sex. Boom, you're having sex. Right in California, in public. Boom. Good for you. Good for you.
Now do you see why I'm in California still?
No, you need to leave. Give your daughters a chance at a good life before they grow up and having to see shit in the streets and needles on the ground. Because it's coming your way, Ray. It's coming your way. Shit. I probably shouldn't have said that. All right. Next one. Next one. We got two from Svensson. This is last week.
Hello to Ray and Rim and everybody that helped make the Rich Dickman Show my favorite podcast to listen to. This is Svensson here, and this is my nomination for Dick of the Week. This week, we have Dennis, who is being nominated for Dick of the Week. Dennis happens to be one of the major bosses at the place that I work, and he has the call on whether to let shifts go early or not, and also determining of the length of the shift. Well, to cut through the story, really simple and easy, I work second shift. And
Ray, heads up. Svensson just said to cut to the story, really simple and easy. There's another 2 minutes and 30 seconds.
Nice. Yes. That's why these are the best voicemails.
Gets treated very unfairly to first shift. Almost anyone that's ever worked at a workplace knows this is true. They try to make shifts uniform, but that's extremely impossible, as anyone who's ever worked a job knows. You can't make both shifts the same.
This is how we know Ray is a racist too, by the way.
Because of time restraints
and
other factors involved. Anyway, I go into work on a Friday and the parking lot is empty. And I happen to arrive at work an hour earlier than normal because I had to run some errands and got done way faster than expected. So I'm at work an hour early and the park.
You know what, Ray? I need somebody to maybe Hot Drummer Newsbaby can do this and tell me why California is great. Someone just needs to tell me why it's good that there's a bunch of homeless people doing drugs and shitting in the streets in San Francisco. I need to know why we'd rather take away plastic straws and plastic bags from people than address crime in LA and traffic throughout LA and in Southern California, right? I need to know this. Why is California such a beacon of progressivism and it's the shittiest fucking state in the union? Okay, all right, Svensson, let's keep going.
The lot is empty.
Sorry.
That's strange.
It's bothering me.
So I go in and I talk to someone.
And while we're at it, fuck that guy on Twitter again and his stupid 11 kids.
I found out that some people left 4 hours early and some people left 3 hours earlier. And I'm thinking, oh, great. First shift, some of them left 3 hours early. So we're going to be leaving 3 hours early. And you know where the story is going. Unfortunately, no, that did not happen. See, what happens sometimes is that they will hold back
of the
work
story
on first shift, so second shift will have work to do.
I have no idea what's happening.
Good if you have a second shift and you need to give them work to do. However, as a business,
fuck that guy on Twitter,
because that means if second shift doesn't get the work done, then it gets hauled over to the next day.
Wait, who's on third?
Do you know how much restraint I showed today by not lighting that motherfucker up by quote tweeting him? I just replied to him instead of quote tweeting him and just going all out. I'm sorry. Let's finish this.
You know what? Let me quote tweet you and be like, wow, your self-control is, what should I say?
Yeah. Please do that.
It's encouraging to me. It's enlightening. It gives me strength and hope.
Yes. Oh, yeah, do that. Definitely do that. We have another 51 seconds here, so definitely do that right now.
You get late and do whatever work you need to do. And obviously businesses never like to be late, so they will make second shift stay longer than they need to in order to finish work. And that's literally what happened. As I said, some people on first shift left 4 hours early, some left 3 hours early. Meanwhile, me on second shift, we had to do an hour of overtime work because of that. This was become the boss. Unfair.
I'm so glad he left two of these.
Heard about it on Monday.
Svensson, the only good thing about my job, Svensson, is that I'm the boss and I can create my own schedule. Become the boss.
So from now on, hopefully, first shift cannot leave early unless second shift is guaranteed to leave. Anyway, that's my nomination for Dick of the Week.
I'm so glad I didn't play this last week.
I hope you guys are doing well.
Yeah, we are. Love you. Svensson, joking aside, you're a good dude. Thank you for calling in. All right.
Yes.
I don't know who the Dick of the Week there. I'm going to assume it's Dennis for scheduling, I guess. I don't know. Your dad's still in the lead. And all right, here we go. There's another Svensson.
Hello to Ray and Rim and everybody that helped make the Rich Dickman Show.
Wait a second. Hold on. That was this week, Ray and Rem.
Hello to Ray and Rem. And everybody.
Why is he saying Ray first?
He's done that like 4 weeks now.
He said Ray for 4 weeks?
Yeah. Yeah, it's been a while.
Svensson, hello. It's the Rich Dickman Show with Rem and special guest Ray. Okay. I mean, what the fuck?
And that other guy. And that other guy that sometimes we remember his name.
Yeah.
And everybody that helped make the Rich Dickman Show my favorite podcast to listen to. This week, my nomination for Dick of the Week is a guy in the yellow Chevy truck. Yes, we have another bad driver this week, people. And this is what happened with this guy. So, I'm going north on a road that's under construction. There's only one lane for this road, and there's signs and cones posted all over the place. One way, under construction, or do not enter if it's a side road. So, I'm going north on this road, and there's about 4 people behind me. And up to the left about a block is a side road that's coming. Now, you can only make a left going north on this side road, or should I say, you can only make a left going
Who the fuck
north
are you texting?
to the road that I'm
You better be paying
on
attention.
because of traffic and construction.
I'm quote tweeting you.
Lane,
Oh,
no side. If you go to the left side, if you go to the right side, there's
What the
construction. There's about
what's
a 4-foot
happening now?
drop. Anyway, you know where this is going. This guy in this yellow Chevy pickup truck decides he wants to come from that side road and make a right, driving directly into the flow of traffic of everybody else. And what do you think happened? Yeah, the idiot goes, "Oh, my bad," and he has to back up and go the correct way. Forget the fact that there's a sign that says left turn only. Forget the fact that there's another sign that says do not enter. Forget the fact of the orange cones and the orange pylons and the yellow tape that says caution all over it. He wants to
so
do
many
his
colors.
own thing. Anyway, that's my nomination for Dick of the Week, everybody.
We on Sesame Street?
Ray, Rem, take care. Have a good week.
Thanks, Svensson. I'm glad
After
you like me the
much
most.
deliberation, the incredibly handsome expert judges have come to the consensus that this week's Dick of the Week award goes to...
you know what? I love that Svensson contributes every week, and he's the best one of all our listeners. Okay, Svensson, don't let my jokes take away from that. I appreciate everything you give to this podcast. I'm glad you listened. Thank you so much. But you're blown away this week, man. I'm sorry. Ray's father takes the absolute cake because California is a third world shithole, and it's about time everybody fucking realized it. Can you imagine? You're just sitting around, you're chilling out, you're watching your football game on a Thursday, or you got the World Series on, or you're watching some professional wrestling, or you're watching CSI or Big Bang Theory or whatever network programming is on these days. Or you're just doing some Netflix and chill. Like you're just sitting there. Or hell, you're streaming some pornography on your 55-inch, curved screen, ultra high def television, right? And you're watching Elisa May, take care of business. Okay. And all of a sudden your power goes out and the weather is fine. There is no wind. There's no accident. There's nothing else going on except they want to prevent forest fires and your power fucking goes out. What kind of world are we living in when they just arbitrarily turn your power off to prevent forest fires? Like, what the fuck are we even doing? How does Ray masturbating to pornography affect a wildfire in Parkland County, California? Like, what the fuck does any of that have to do with one another? What is going on? How can they just turn your power off like that just randomly? Not only that, you can't have plastic straws in California and if you do, you'll get arrested and thrown in jail. Like that's the truth. Like you will get prosecuted for having plastic straws.
They'll actually put you in stocks.
Or no. You cannot, you probably don't have access to, is vaping still allowed down there? Can you still vape or did they take that away too?
Nope. They will put you in the stocks in the
vaping
square.
Yet Randy visiting fucking California can go to the store and buy weed. Okay. Not that I'm against the legalization of marijuana. Don't get me wrong. I think you should be able to go to any store you want to buy weed. I think most drugs should be legal, by the way. But it is pretty ridiculous that you can't have a plastic straw, but you can go ahead and buy fucking weed. Like, what are we fucking doing, California?
There you go then. There you go. That's why California is so awesome. point number one.
Because you buy weed?
Not just you can buy weed, but you can have weed delivered to you.
Okay, no, right? That does not make you number one.
That's a pretty strong argument. Strong argument.
The erosion of civil liberties does not get negated by the legalization of marijuana. Okay?
It is if you're too stoned to realize that your civil liberties are being negated.
Is that the goal? Are they trying to condition us to get used to having all those things taken away?
Wow, we just uncovered some real shit.
Yeah. I mean, think about it. Think if we're too stoned to give a fuck, then they can take away every single one of our rights. And I know Hot Drummer Newsbabe is not going to like hearing this. But that's the truth. You drug the population till they don't give a shit anymore. And you know what, Ray? What worth do we have fighting it, right? It's just going to happen anyways, right? Because you can't get enough of these fucking people to vote out every incumbent and put somebody else in. And when you get some new blood in, all of a sudden there's some sort of weird, okay, I'll edit that one out. But as soon as you get some sort of outsider in, they become the devil because the media starts to, and God damn it, Ray, I'm so frustrated right now. That fucking guy with his stupid 11 kids, like, just fucked up my entire night. Because he had the nerve to question me on my question of why one would wear sweatpants with flip-flops. Also, I got a new bottle of Evan Williams tonight, and I showed much restraint because I think this bottle of Evan Williams, I don't know how many ounces it is, Ray. Let me look at the bottle.
It's 750 milliliters.
Okay, so 750 milliliters for $14.99, which is gorgeous because Evan Williams is very good bourbon. And for $14.99, you can't beat that value, okay? They had a bottle of Eagle Rare for $15.99, which was half the size of this Evan Williams bottle, which I really wanted to get because I love Eagle Rare. But I didn't because Chris O.C. taught me the value of value. That's right. You get more Evan Williams for $14.99 than I would have of Eagle Rare for $15.99. I'm being fiduciarily, fiscally responsible, Rezo.
You like how I knew how large that bottle was without even seeing it?
Yes.
That's pretty good, huh?
Yeah,
hey, we get mine. I get the one that's the 1.75 liters, which is like twice that. But those are only $20 over here. There's another point for California. That's 2 points. Weed and alcohol.
Yeah.
Readily available.
How much you paying for a gallon of gas?
I don't know what it is exactly, but $3.80.
Yeah. Okay. There you go. Everything's negated. You know, I paid $2.48 today. So fuck you, Ray.
You know how many miles I drive a day?
Yeah.
I drive 6 miles a day. So you know how much gas I use? Like nothing. I don't even care what the gas
no, you
price
drive
is.
3.5 miles to fucking to downstate, man. You tell me all the time you have to wake up at 3 a.m. to drive. Fuck you, Ray, you liar.
Oh, that's for work. That's for work and work vehicles. I don't pay for that gas.
Your Oh, you don't? Okay. You cowboy belt,
work gas,
cowboy boots, and your sexy button-up shirt.
Just a cowboy hat.
I've seen those pictures
just a
of
cowboy
you.
Hat.
Fucking ass.
Yeah.
Ooh. Fucking asshole.
Maybe I should post those on Twitter.
You probably should.
That's Patreon.
Put them on Patreon.
That's Patreon.
Yeah,
Patreon reward.
Yeah, no, I'm serious. Like, if you
pictures
guys,
of me,
if we don't get like a couple of new patrons, like we're gonna have to end this show because it's not fiscally responsible for me to keep doing this at a loss because it's been a loss.
Yeah.
For a year and a half now.
If at least you're not supporting 11 children.
Yeah. Yeah. If I had 11 children, I wouldn't be able to afford to do this at all. Like, how the fuck do you have 11 children? Like, why would you want to inflict
the government
that punishment
supports
on the wife? Yeah, that's right. There's no way some dude with a medical condition who has to wear sweatpants all the time can support his 11 children. I'm supporting my motherfucker's children. I'm paying for his children. Fuck that guy. Oh, dude, I'm so mad.
I'm surrounded by 87 other units of people doing that exact thing. So
Ray,
I'm allowed to talk about it.
Ray, you have 3 kids. Can you imagine the damage you would do to your wife if you put her through 11 different pregnancies? Holy goddamn
shit,
fuck.
Dude, you know what just fucking happened when we were in Santa Cruz? The kids, fucking cheerleading. They won a bid, which means they won an invitation to go to the like cheerleading championships, like the summit. And you know where that's at? In Disney World. You know how much that motherfucker costs?
Too much.
Thousands of dollars. As much as I want to see my kids succeed, not that much. I don't want to go to fucking spend a week in Disney World just watching cheerleading, not to actually go and enjoy Disney World. Well, it'll be fun. Oh. I'll have a good time. I don't want to say it too loud in case my wife's listening on the other side of the door.
Yeah. All right, Ray, I got to play something here. Last week, Hot Drummer News Babe sent in a story about that fucked up haunted house. Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, and we didn't give it the love it deserved because we were in between guests and we were trying to juggle things, right? And I wish I would have waited on it. But there was this haunted house where you had to sign a waiver and it was like really traumatizing stuff. But there was a video included with it. I'm going to play some of that because she says it's pretty fucked up. It's the McCamey Manor. And if you listen to episode 78 from last week, you'll know what we're talking about. But let's play some of this stuff here. In honor of Halloween. A new level of extreme horror, it says in the title here. Oh, I probably sent you a link. Hold on one second. Let me grab this.
Yeah.
And let me paste this here in the Discord. There you go, buddy. I'm at 11 seconds right now. And let me know when you're at 11 seconds and I will hit play again. And we can be pretty much on the same page. Also, while I'm waiting for you to bring that up, Mr. Porno Man, we still have yet to hear from you since talking to Swiney. So you need to get your shit together, Mr. Porno Man. Unless you quit.
He's got something down there.
Does he? I haven't gone through the notes. Okay. All right, so let's play this. All right, you ready? Here we go. All right, so
ready.
So it's a very well produced video here. Oh, there's a guy in mud. Oh, that's gross. Oh my God. Warning. McKinney's extreme attraction to haunted movies are intended for adults only. Viewer discretion is strongly advised. Oh, these are terrible. That's like what is that shit? Like, they're drilling in this person's mouth. All guests are well aware of the intensity of the McKamey Manor experience because they have to sign 17 waivers apparently. Oh my God. This is like all guests partake in the tour at their own free will. Dude, this looks fucked up. Okay. All guests have completed a screening prior to the event and ensured medical and psychological Okay, so I thought there'd be actual streaming here. Guests have been told numerous times before the event you really don't want to do this. Oh, this is frightening. I'm going to have to put this link in our notes on the website. I thought there would be actual streaming here.
Dang, dude.
Yeah.
That looked like Fear Factor, but where they're like,
but for
it looked
real.
like somebody was like strapped down and they were like shoving crap in their mouth and like forcing stuff on you. Where it's like, you're not just like walking through and they try and make it extra scary. It's like they like grab you and like forcefully, I don't know, do like a bunch of crazy shit.
Did you agree with me on the winner for Dick of the Week, by the way?
Well, PG&E, the Pacific Gas and Electric, who shut the power off. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
This is a bumper for the Dick Tips segment.
We're gonna mow through these.
Ray wanted an excuse to make his voice sound cool and talk about himself in the third person.
Go ahead.
Jesus writes in, do you have any ideas what will happen if you keep using my name in vain?
Yes, we'll have 11 kids and live in California.
That sums it up. Next.
Jesus, I wouldn't worry too much about it. I use your name in vain around my house quite often, especially in front of my kids, because you know what? It's fun. Like, I'm not even going to lie. Like, saying Jesus Christ is a lot more fun than saying God damn it. Sorry. It just is.
You know what? I might have, maybe I was being racist. Maybe that was Jesus that wrote in. I don't know.
Oh, fuck, maybe. Ray, I can't be associated with racism. I'm too important in my real life job. Fuck. I'm going to get fired because of you.
Hey guys, it's time for the Thinking with Your Dickman segment.
I hate that you're contractually obligated
for example,
to have these played.
Recording in a public restroom helps with sound quality. So here I am.
Hey,
this is so creepy.
Yeah,
so creepy.
Doing in here?
Otherwise, no one knows that I do anything. This is like, he actually contributes.
That's true. I'm the one producing everything. All right, go ahead. Thinking with your Dickman.
Yep. So Julia writes in, my husband and I have been married 10 years and we parent 2 children.
Sorry.
What my husband doesn't know is that I had a one night stand with a guy one night out while with my girlfriends.
Oh God.
That was 5 years ago. And it's possible that was the night one of my kids was conceived.
Holy shit.
Ooh. My question is, should I tell my husband? Should I tell my kids? And if so, when?
You know what, Julia? Yeah. You know, secrets sometimes are the measure of a man or a woman. This is a secret that is worth keeping 5 years later, because what good will come out of the truth? Think about it. You're going to tell your husband that one of the kids isn't his, so you're going to fucking wreck your husband, probably end up in a divorce or some sort of fucked up situation. And then you're going to tell your kids that the father they thought they had isn't really the father. You're going to fuck that kid up. And who knows if the person that you banged that is the father of this child is even a decent person. So if your child were to want to meet their real father, you're putting that person in. Does that person even know they're a father? Like you're risking a lot of fucking up if you are to tell the truth. So I advise, no, do not tell anybody. Keep that information buried in your soul. Maybe on your deathbed when you don't have to deal with the repercussions of telling the truth. You tell it. Maybe you don't. Actually, I would suggest never telling the truth. I would suggest that you convince yourself that your husband is the father of all his kids and that you never had a one-night stand. In the Catholic religion, Ray, I don't know if you know this or not, but if you believe strongly enough and you repent enough and you confess to your sins enough, you can make it all go away. So you know what? Convert to Catholicism, go to a Roman Catholic church, go to confession, sit down in the confessional with the priest and say, forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. And he'll say, oh, my child, please tell me what your sins are so that I may absolve them. And you say to him, 5 years ago, I banged some really sexy stripper when I was out with my friends. I think I may have conceived his baby, and I haven't told anybody. I need to be forgiven of that, and I need to be absolved so that never happened, so that my husband is the true father of all my kids. And the priest will say, Julia, thank you for your confessions. You need to do 17 Hail Marys, 3 Our Fathers, and 16 Rosaries, and you will be absolved of your sins in the name of the Lord, our God, our Father, heaven almighty, heaven and earth. I absolve you of your sins. Do the weird sign of the cross with his hands that I just did in the camera, Ray. And you're good to go. You're good to go, Julia. Like
done.
Yeah, done. Right, Ray. Like what good comes out of the truth? Let's be honest here. Because that guy, fucking guy who told me he has 11 kids in a medical condition, if he hadn't told me the truth, I wouldn't be talking about his 11 kids in his shitty medical condition. Fuck that guy.
Here's my take is that, because it's gotten 5 years, and I don't know if you saw the picture that she included at the bottom of the email, but because that kid, you can see one of those kids is a completely different skin color. Your husband's not going to, if he hasn't figured it out by now, he's not going to figure it out. You don't need to tell him. You just, it's a status quo. Everything's good.
You made a mistake.
Yeah.
And you know what? Unfortunately, you got to live with it, but it's okay. We all live with our mistakes. We all make lots of mistakes.
Love those kids.
Yeah.
Love them equally. Take them trick-or-treating.
Ray's got like 13 kids that aren't really his. So, and he's all right.
Yes.
Right, Ray?
We're doing okay. Yeah. No, I got 10, working on 11 and 12 so I can outdo everybody else on the internet.
Oh, man. All right. So good luck, Julia. Don't tell anybody what you did. What you did wrong. Keep all your secrets.
Here's one of the kids. What is
or have a trusted friend you can share those secrets with. Oh my God. We are being invaded. Now is not a time
you don't know what to do?
For Mr. Porno Man's porno review because Ray has his 9-year-old daughter on screen.
What are you trying to do right now?
And here I am, like an asshole, trying to pull up pornography from Mr. Porno Man. And there's a child. Here.
She wouldn't let you?
What the fuck is happening?
No. Well, do you want to stick around and do the podcast with me and Rem?
Yeah, Mr. Porno Man, you go fuck yourself. I'm not doing your segment tonight.
We're about to do a really fun segment. Do you want to do the podcast with us?
We're not doing that. We're going to wrap the show up.
You're just looking at me confused, huh? All right. Well, I'll be done in just a minute, okay? All right. I love you, baby kitty.
Oh, she looks nothing like you. Are you sure she's yours?
Don't say it too loud or she might find out. All right, go, baby.
Oh, you know what the problem was last week, Ray? Is that I wasn't drinking last week. I was very tired, but I did not have my glass of whiskey, my 2 glasses.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah.
Man, this is the show where we lose the rest of our listeners because they're not going to be like, oh, Rem was too mean to that disabled guy with 11 kids. So you know what? People need to be mean to people like that. You should not have 11 kids. Like, you should not have 11 kids, especially if you have a medical disability where you can't take, because literally, right? How many people with medical disabilities do you know have very successful full-time jobs? Right? This is not me being an asshole. This is me asking a very serious question. Out of 10 people with medical disabilities who have to wear sweatpants and flip-flops all the time, I'm going to guess that maybe one of them has a job that can support 11 kids.
Maybe.
Is that what I'm going to get from you, Ray?
Here's my thing.
All right.
No, here's my take.
Yeah.
Is, dude, when I was unemployed, started having kids and stuff like that, at some point I got, I was like, I need to do something with my life. Got a job. I was working as like a machinist, right? And I ended up seeing one of my wife's conversations with one of her friends that, she ended up marrying one of my former like best friends, right? Me and this guy used to be real tight. And the conversation between my wife and this lady was basically that my former best friend was saying that he didn't really want to associate with me because I didn't have a real job.
Because you were a loser.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you know what I did about that? I used that as motivation. You know
exactly.
what I mean? Like, you don't sit and cry and whine and moan and think that everyone's attacking you or insulting you. And the reality is, like, that's a shit thing for somebody to say. Like, dude, if you're going to be friends, you're going to be friends. On the other hand, I'm like, fuck that guy.
Fuck
like,
that guy.
I haven't talked to him since.
Yeah.
Like, and if he ever reaches out, fuck that guy still.
Yeah.
And
I hope I change this guy's life.
Well, that's the thing, dude. Like, you can't let other people's opinions ruin your life. You do what you can. You take care of your own shit.
Yeah.
You're fine.
Don't be a fucking asshole. Like, take care of your shit. Take care of your kids, right? You got a medical disability, deal with it, man. Don't make it fucking my problem. I don't give a shit. I don't care about you. I don't care about your feet and your fucking sweatpants and your medical disability. I don't give a shit about you, and I don't care what your issue is. Take care of your goddamn kids. Take care of your family. Take care of that saint that you call a wife who would spread her legs for you and allow you to penetrate her and get pregnant. You piece of shit. Fuck you. Take care of your oh god, I gotta stop, Ray. Holy shit, this is like,
worrying about all the people on the internet trolling for people to wear sweatpants.
HDNB, this is why we need you on the show, girl. This is why we need you on the show, Mars, because we need that female voice to take drunken Rem a couple notches down, teach him a lesson or two. That sounds weird.
All right, so we can do the porn review now if you want.
No, we can't because Mr. Porno Man's link is not working.
Oh, that's fine.
That's fine. We'll come to Mr. Porno Man next week.
How much longer we got?
That's it. We're done. I think maybe we should. They should. As much as I love the porn, maybe we should back off the porn a little bit. I don't know.
Yeah, we could. We can do whatever. We can do.
No, Ray, that's not what I fucking want to hear. I want you to tell me what you actually think and feel.
I think the podcast just needs to be what we want to do as we feel it. We don't have to sit down. This is what we do. We just get on here and talk about whatever we want to talk about. It doesn't have to be some intricate format.
So speaking of that, I have some exciting announcements to make for upcoming episodes. Because next week we're having Matt from Not For Human Consumption on. All right. So get your White Claw ready. I had a White Claw today, Ray. It's fucking disgusting. And we're going to make fun of Matt nonstop. Because a man who drinks White Claw needs to be made fun of
He's
nonstop.
Not a man.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Not a man. He's not a man. Not at all.
When I was in Santa Cruz, they actually sell those at Santa Cruz all along the boardwalk right there. And you know who I saw drinking those things? Bunch of little they don't even look 21, but they got to be at least 21-year-old like white chicks. Like it's like college chicks. That's it. Not any good-looking man? Nope, not one of them.
Basic white bitches who live in California drink White Claw.
Yep.
So we'll all be drinking White Claw next week, so join us. And the week after that, Ray, it is a coup of podcasting. I managed to make this happen finally because we're going to have to clean up our language for the amount of time that they're on. Okay, because we do have to be a little bit wholesome because they are
a Pope
family.
Is coming on?
Yes, they are a family-friendly podcast, so we're going to have to be a little decent, but both of the hosts of Garbage and Gold, Lisa and Lindsay, will be on the Rich Dickman Show in 2 weeks. And I'm going to tell you right now, I'm very excited about this. This is my idea. but we will do the garbage and gold of Food Network hosts. Boom. I'm very excited.
Nice. For this. All right. I'm going to have to figure out something else.
You're going to have to watch Food Network.
Yeah. I'm going to have to, God damn it.
I'll text you the rules later, buddy. All right.
All right. Yeah. Do that.
Yeah. I want to give a shout out to a couple people. Again, Matt, who's coming on next week. Matt is doing a 24-hour live stream. By the time you hear this podcast, it'll probably be over, but congratulations, Matt. Thank you for doing that for charity. My producer Ryan is running a marathon. Follow him at Ryan TRDS. He's running the New York City Marathon on Sunday. I can't go because I'm going to New York the next week. I'm going on November 9th. I'm going down to hang out with Chris O.C. We're going to see some wrestling. But go, producer Ryan. I hope you do a great job, and I hope you're listening to a bunch of these podcasts while you are running. And I hope you don't shit yourself. Please don't shit yourself while you're running 26 miles.
That's bad, yeah.
Yeah, don't shit yourself. Yep. All right. What else we got? Those of you at BlizzCon. Oh, I forgot about this. And we're going to title this BlizzCon too. Those of you at BlizzCon willingly giving your money to Blizzard. That's fine. Right? Nothing wrong with that. But I don't ever want to see any of you tweeting, virtue signaling about any type of social justice ever, because you lost the right. All right. You know how Blizzard is bought and paid for by China, and you know what China is doing and the human atrocities and all the other horrible things that China does. And you know what Hong Kong's going through, yet you still willfully give your money to Blizzard. That's fine. I don't care. I really don't care. All right. Free Hong Kong. I support the people of Hong Kong 100%, but there's nothing I can do from my stupid little podcast. But what you could do is show that the American companies who love the Chinese money, that they won't be getting any more of yours. Either way, if you decide you want to talk social justice, yet you ignore the atrocities going on in Hong Kong, I have zero respect for you. You can go fuck yourself. And like the guy with 11 kids, I hope you end up with a medical condition as well. I hope you're happy giving all your stupid money to Blizzard and their stupid games and all of the shit they do. And it's really disgusting to see the podcast community say, oh, have fun at BlizzCon, guys. I can't make it, but I hope you're having fun. Oh, this is going to be so exciting. Yet knowing that there's people in Hong Kong fighting, dying for their freedom. And you're over there in Anaheim, having a great time, learning about Diablo 4 and Overwatch 2 and World of Warcraft, Shadowlands. But the real Shadowlands are in Hong Kong, where people are actually fighting for something they believe in, and you don't have the guts. You don't have the guts, you don't have the balls, you don't have the vaginas to stand up and say, no, I won't do this anymore. I will actually get up off my chair. I will leave my house. I will go outside, and I will not support your bullshit. All right. Yeah. Fuck you guys. Fuck all of you at Blizzard. Fuck all of you at BlizzCon. If you were a former listener of mine because of Blizzard and World of Warcraft, go fuck yourself. I don't want you listening anymore. Even if that means I get 3 listeners anymore these days. Fuck off. You're all terrible people. I don't know where this fucking guy came from with his medical conditions and 11 kids. I think he was a listener of the old show. I don't know. I don't care. He's gone now. He doesn't follow me. Good riddance. Get the fuck out of here. You hypocritical pieces of shit. You've lost all right to comment on social justice. All right. Ray, I have more credibility when it comes to social justice than these assholes do, because at least I'm consistent. I don't believe in it. No social justice for anybody.
Yeah, you're definitely correct there. Yeah. You are consistent. And that's why, I don't know, like you were saying about it's when you go off, it is pretty funny, like on Twitter, because I just sit back and laugh because it's just funny to watch the people. I'm just here for the comments. But you know what? I think that we really do need to make a big push. I made a joke about it a couple minutes ago, but we should try and get the Pope on here. I mean, as many porn stars as we've had on here, would that not be like the greatest podcasting achievement ever? You get the Pope on this podcast. How do we do this? Pope on TRDS. Hashtag Pope on TRDS.
He's at Pontifex. So I guess you could tweet him, right?
We should do it.
Pontifex. Pope Francis. Hi. Mm-hmm. Would you like to come on our podcast and speak the truth about our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ?
I think it's just good balance. You know what I mean?
No,
I have a little. Yeah.
You know what I hate, Ray? And I'm one of them. I consider myself an atheist, right? I don't really believe in a God or a religion, but I see the value of religion, right? Society needs religion. They need a set of moral guidelines because that's what keeps us sane. I get it. I understand the need. I understand why they have sun gods in ancient Egypt, and I understand why the Norse, the Vikings had the Norse gods, and I understand why the Native Americans had what they prayed to as well. I get it because we don't understand lots of things. We need reasons for things why they happen. We need reasons why people die. We need reasons why people are born. Like we need that as human beings. We need that stuff, right? But like we have these quote unquote atheists who say, oh, everybody's stupid for believing in any type of religion. You're all stupid. Well, no, they're not. They're giving themselves a set of guidelines and morals to live by. You're the stupid one for thinking you're better than them. Who the fuck are you? Fucking asshole. Who the fuck do you think you are? Oh man. I need to stop drinking.
You literally hate everything right now.
I hate fucking everything. I hate fucking all of you.
Everything.
Yeah.
Literally everything.
I hate all the WoW podcasts. I hate all the WoW community who enjoys going to BlizzCon. I hate BlizzCon. I hate Blizzard. What you did to us in Mists of Pandaria was criminal, and how anybody still gives you their money, I still don't understand. I hate these people who just ignore the atrocities in Hong Kong and just going on about like nothing ever happened. I hate lots of things. Ray, podcast is coming to end pretty soon. All right. How do we find you, buddy? How do we follow you?
At Jules Winfeld on Twitter. At twitch.tv/Jules Winfeld if I ever get back on there. But, yeah, that's, it's pretty easy. I get on there every once in a while, just make some little sarcastic sniper comments on Twitter and, leave it at that. Mm-hmm. And, hopefully tweet the Pope. Hey, you want to come on the pod?
I tweeted the Pope. Everybody tweet the Pope at Pontifex. Get him to come on the pod. Let's see if we can clean this shit up. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for listening this week. It's a return to form. What?
Do you think that those voicemails are the Pope?
Oh my God.
You mean I think
like
we just made the connection.
You mean this guy? You mean this guy right here?
You this year, press 1.
Yes.
There's something I must put in your hands to come against
Pope
this
Francis.
spiritual warfare. Press 1.
It sounds just like him.
On the family, misunderstandings, delay, confusion.
God.
Press the numerical button 1.
If he replies, I've been on the podcast, I will lose my mind.
This month to expose and destroy this jealous spirit. Press the numerical button 1.
He's going to destroy and expose
jealous spirit.
If you want to help destroy and expose the jealous spirit, you can follow us on Twitter at Rich Sickman Show. He says email richsickmanshow@gmail.com. Follow our buddies, producer Ryan, who's running the New York Marathon at RyanTRDS. Follow my mother at Rem_Mama, and our buddy Randy for calling in from BlizzCon. Thanks, buddy. Thank you so much. Yeah. I had hoped it would be more exciting, but you got stoned. I don't blame you for getting stoned. I probably would too if I was out in California. But maybe you could have waited an hour. Maybe you could have waited a little bit. But you are at Sir Zero.
I was going to call in from BlizzCon, but then I got high.
You can follow me on Twitter at Rem Dickman. Rem Dickman, that is my real name. And that's how you can dox me, if you will. And, at Rich Sickman Show on Twitter. Yeah, and call the voicemail line, 860-316-4776. Be just like Ray's dad and complain about something worth complaining about. I love it. Ray's dad, PG&E, California, all dicks of the week. And Gavin Newsom, fuck that guy. Am I right? Fuck Gavin Newsom. What a piece of shit. What a piece of shit Gavin Newsom is. Do a little research in that asshole and you'll see what I'm talking about. That's it. I really appreciate you guys listening. All 6 of you, 7.5, whatever it is. Maybe one day we'll make it big, Ray. Maybe we'll shut the doors. I don't know. Mm-hmm. I sit here and I think, man, like, goddamn, like, do we really need to keep doing this? But there are people who like it. So I guess we'll keep doing it. And it's a good chance for me to talk to my buddy Ray. Hey, Ray.
Exactly.
When are you coming out to Connecticut?
That's why I do it. I'm working on it. Working on it for work.
All right.
I don't have a date, but apparently there's supposed to be some sort of regional director summit
So. You know, Elisa May made it clear last week that if we were filming pornography, she would film with us for trade. So if you ever wanted to start a pornography company, Ray, we could start doing that.
I don't think it takes much more than signing a paper, filing for a business license,
getting tested, getting a camera.
Oh yeah. But she said it's like $25 or something to get tested. I mean, we're not talking about a heavy investment here.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's fine. That's cool. We'll go up to, all right, dude, we'll be back next week. Yeah.
I got my wife one of those new iPhones. They supposedly have a pretty good camera. Maybe she could do the filming.
We got to get the Priority Society back on, by the way.
Yes, we can do it. This is some sort of group effort here. I mean, this is all coming together. And if the Pope signs off on this, I mean, how could this possibly fail?
Can you imagine if we get the Pope on? I asked Swiney, I said, Swiney, do you think Shane Diesel would come on the podcast? And he's like, yo, you know what, man? He's got his own shit going on and he gets paid. He gets dudes to pay him to fuck their wives. So he doesn't really need the stress of your, elaborate and awesome podcast. And I was like, man, mad respect, Swiney. Thank you. That dude gets paid to fuck other dudes' wives. My God. Good for him. All right. Thank you so much for listening, you guys. We'll be back next week. I'll be drunker than ever and we'll have Matt with us and we'll have fun. Love you all. Thank you so much for listening. Good night.
See ya. Let me post this picture.
What are we doing? What are we doing with our lives? I'm gonna watch some
investigative content the world has ever known.
Do you think so?
I know so.
Alright.
I know so.
Whoa. Oh, she's so beautiful.
There you go. Check that out right there.
What's that?
That's a stack of White Claws.
Whew, Savannah Severs, she is something. Stack of White Claws and Savannah Severs, and I am good to go.
Yeah, there you go. That's a nice Friday evening for you.
That's right. That's right.
Kill a couple hours. That's the time where, if the power goes out and you got your mobile device, it's not so bad. There's worse places to be.
There's worse things you could do with your dick.